Here you go, bud.
Thank you.
Why don't you go ahead and start with the bottom first, because that's usually the easiest. Right down there.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it's right up there with the different. I'm gonna give you one more shot. Why don't you go ahead and try one right here. And don't hard staple it though. There you go, perfect. Let's go to option 2, because this takes a long time and you gotta pack around the staples. Okay, Carson, you ready? These were in the box, so I'm gonna need you to wear those. Now, to make this gun work, we have to have air. I mean, this is where fence stapling got a lot better. You're gonna skip one, and you're gonna go into that one, skip that one, go into that one, skip that one, go into that one, skip that one, go into that one, get that one right there. Oh, wow. Okay, all right, perfect. Hey, Cade, I got another gun. Do you want to try a gun? Okay, let's try one. There you go. We got rid of the air hose, the air line. So what do you have to make this work?
How about a gas cartridge?
And where does that go?
Right there. Right next to it should be your battery.
Let's try it. How is the gas we're using? Okay, so we're about 2 years expired, so we might have some misfires. But let's try it. Let's go down to that next post. Yeah, let's start from your bottom up.
Just down.
I'm just really making sure it's secure.
Okay, so that worked pretty good, right? Carson, take your gun again. I want you to go to that end of the fence to go start stapling it off. Yeah, go all the way down. Keep all the way to the end of the fence, Carson. Carson, you need to go down to the, oh. Okay, so that's the problem here is we ran out of airline. Cade, go down to the end of the fence and go staple it off. One is, like I said, one is corded, one is cordless. And that's one thing you don't want is you don't want your gun to hard staple. So you don't want your staple to go all the way pinching your wire in between your posts and causing that to not let your wire expand and contract and all that stuff. But there again, this right here is a pretty sizable gap. So we'd want to go back with a hammer and tap those down just a little bit. Could it be because of the gas? I don't know. Could it be because the wood is just a little bit harder? Could be, I couldn't tell you. I mean, you could try another post and see again. So I'm gonna say that that post was a little bit harder because here you were able to drive them all the way in and the gun had no problem. So I'm not gonna say that you had a gas issue. Connor, I got a gun for you to try. DeWalt came and decided to go ahead and make their own gun. And this does not take a gas cartridge. It just takes just a 20 volt DeWalt battery. Is this gun any heavier?
I don't know. It's about the same. Maybe a tiny bit heavier.
Here you go, Connor. Let's go staple off the post. That wasn't bad at all. That was pretty good. I don't know what that noise is that's going on though. So DeWalt came out with their own staple gun. And if DeWalt had to come out with a staple gun, its stepsister had to come out with their own version of the staple gun too. And yes, you're correct. That is Milwaukee. I mean, I think DeWalt came out first and then Milwaukee came out and everybody loved the DeWalt one. But then as soon as Milwaukee came out, everybody was like, oh, this gun's so amazing. So let's look at these two guns. Connor, let's see the DeWalt one. Because these three guns are truly cordless. Air and gas, cartridge, a battery, and a battery. Carson, these two, is there a weight difference?
Yeah, unfortunately the Milwaukee is heavier.
The Milwaukee's heavier.
Yeah.
And now let's compare the Milwaukee to the Stockade.
Yeah, I'd definitely say the Milwaukee's a little bit heavier.
The Milwaukee's a little bit heavier.
Pretty close, but yeah, the Milwaukee is definitely a little heavier.
That's the battery that you're running on with a Stockade. And here's the battery you're running on with a Milwaukee.
That definitely actually probably makes the gun. Now these are both about the same.
So your weight difference is probably in your battery. This is igniting the gas, and this is running the whole entire compression chamber. All right, let's see it. So there again, I'm not hearing a big wind up there.
Nice and quiet.
The big difference between these two guns, besides the colors, it has no wind up, it has no nothing. It just makes a little tick noise and it's done. This one has a big wind up. There's something in here that's spinning, it feels like, and then it has the hammer actuation. Something's in there and it's spinning, and then it's winding down. So how much draw do you have there as far as battery life? If you're only going to use a couple staples and put it back, I mean, you just lost a lot of use out of your battery. Maybe you're going to have to charge more. Whereas if we do the Milwaukee, there's literally nothing. But there's one more huge disadvantage here, and that is, if you're like us, you've seen all of our videos, and probably in our videos, you've seen that every tool that is in an SWI truck is what? Black and yellow. You're correct. We got onto DeWalt and we never stopped. Yes, I would say that this is a better gun than this gun, but unfortunately, we're so invested into DeWalt now that it's not even worth our time to switch over, integrate another battery into our fleet. And then we got to start sharing a battery and start sharing a gun, and it's just not worth our time. But I would say that this is a better gun by far. But wait a second, hold on. Maybe we've solved this problem. Somebody somewhere saw that there was a real struggle in the tool industry because, you know what, they make a great tool, but this one's better, but I already own all these tools and I have all those batteries. I want to buy the tool only and I don't want to start in a whole nother battery group. A changeover to adapt from a DeWalt battery to go into a Milwaukee tool. Okay, and we all know that somebody somewhere is watching this video and they are screaming. Well, I'm sorry. Okay, let's see if it goes.
It goes.
So this is like amazing. I definitely think this is a better gun, and this is the complete game changer. This is the whole reason that we never went to Milwaukee. And if you're looking for something like this, make sure and see the link below where you can get them on Amazon, which is where we got them from. I know that there's one more thing that you guys want to see, and you guys want to see a race. Here we go. All right, Connor, you want the DeWalt?
This gun is the lightest though, I will say.
That gun is the lightest, 100%. The Stockade, as far as weight, they win because small battery and the little gas cartridge, and that does all the action. We don't sell the DeWalt, we don't sell the Milwaukee, but we do stock and sell the Stockade. This video is sponsored by none of these companies. Give yourself 2 posts. So this is just supposed to be a comparison between these 3 guns. These 3 were like, hey, if we got to do this, why don't you be on the hammer? Because, you know, you've been fencing so long. Fine.
On your mark, get set, go.
Yeah, mine jammed. My nails got stuck like this.
You've got jammed.
You know, one thing that we didn't test is how deep they drive, and we're going to use this piece of solid oak dunnage to show just how deep each gun can drive. Now, one thing to keep in mind as we do this test is this is solid oak, so it's a hardwood, and it's not going to be nice and a little bit softer like those pine posts that we were driving into. And that's the Stockade cordless there. In between those, I'm 15/16 equally both. That's 7/8. I got a deeper set. So this one was able to penetrate farther than the compressed air, which is kind of interesting. That again is 7/8, so it's very comparable to the ST400i. Here's the Milwaukee. 5/8 of an inch sticking out.
That's pretty amazing, actually. I did not expect that. Oh, did you let people know the super secret thing about these, though?
I did not.
Did you let them know that if you file this down, then you can use the Stockade staples in your DeWalt guns? Right there. Yeah, see how we took that out? And then all of a sudden, the consumables out of Stockade work in the DeWalt, and we can save you some money. We got plenty of those in stock if you need them.
Make sure and see the link below. People have come up with a better solution rather than driving staples in by hand. If you're looking for one of these guns, these are all 3 solid staple guns for fencing. It's Dan with SWI. Ditch the hammer. We are Wyoming's Fence Company, and we hope you have a good dang day.